let's do it. Let's dive in. So go ahead, get comfortable. I would encourage you to have a notebook or a journal or something to write with. What you'll do is you'll go through this entire journey. You'll get the answers to the questions. Once you come out of this journey, then just grab your notebook and you can even look at this web page. I have the questions listed out. So you can read those questions and go through and just take your notes and just capture whatever it is that you experienced, whatever insights or wisdom that you gained, whether it makes total sense to you or not. Gather around the fire. Let's head into the Akashics to gain more understanding about our spirit guides. And know that as you settle in, it's totally normal for you to have to kind of like shift, adjust pillows, blankets. Know that you can do that. That's totally fine. It's perfect. It's great. And you'll notice that every time you shift, every time you make an adjustment, you'll feel your body just begin to relax even more. Good. And so not right now, but in a minute, we're going to take those 3 deep breaths that we usually start with. And so when we do that, you'll take a nice deep inhale, full, strong. And as you exhale, imagine any stress, tension, any worries just leaving your body, leaving the room. And if it's necessary that you pick them up in the future, you'll be able to do that effortlessly and automatically. So as you're ready on your next inhale, take 3 deep breaths at your own breath rate, filling your lungs completely, blowing all that air out on the exhale. And taking those 3 deep breaths just in your own time. And then after that last long, deep inhale and exhale, you'll just return to the natural rhythm of your breath. Good. And just drifting to the sound of my voice. Knowing that if you drop too deeply asleep, your ears will hear me say the word now. And you'll respond to that word now. It'll sound clear, pleasant. And you'll wake up just enough to focus again on my voice, on the words, on the story. And now I want you to imagine a root going down either from your feet or the base of your spine. And I want you to imagine that root going down through the floor and going deep into the earth. And you can imagine, maybe you can visualize, know, or just simply observe in your mind the way this root reaches and grows wide and deep, grounding you, securing you to Mother Earth as those roots reach and grow all the way to the core of the earth. And you are now totally connected to and grounded to Mother Earth, held in her safety, her security, her nourishment. And now bring your attention, your focus to the very top of your head, the crown of your head, and imagine the crown spinning open and allowing light to come in. Beautiful light from the universe, from above. And imagine this light coming in and touching the top of your head. And maybe you can imagine it bringing the deep sense of relaxation, of peace, safety and security. As this light touches every part of your body, comes in through the crown of your head and almost like melting honey, warm and smooth, moving down, touching the muscles in your forehead and your eyebrows, releasing and relaxing. Now this light moves down across your temples and your eyelids, and you feel your eyelids become even heavier, even if it's just 1% heavier. And now this light moves down along your jaw, down your cheeks, into your neck. And this light pools and swirls around in your neck, bringing a deep sense of letting go, release, relaxation. And this light pools in your shoulders, bringing a softness. Maybe you feel those shoulders adjust under gravity just a little bit as your muscles relax. And this light moves down your arms, biceps, elbows, forearms, wrists, palms, all the way to your fingertips. And you feel this relaxation, this letting go, even if it's just 1% more. You know that with each breath and each heartbeat, effortlessly and automatically, your physical body becomes more and more relaxed as your awareness, your consciousness becomes higher and higher. And now this light moves down into your spine, releasing and relaxing, upper back, mid back, lower back, and down into your hips. And it's like an exhale of relaxation moving down and across your back. As you feel yourself maybe sink and soften a little more in the cushion beneath you. Now this light moves to your chest, opening up your heart center, releasing any blocks you might have, deepening your connection to your soul self and all the higher realms. And this light fills your chest and abdomen, bathing all your organs in this healing light from above. And now this light moves down into your hips, into your legs, thighs, knees, calves, ankles, into your feet. And again, like a wave of a release down your legs. As you feel your legs get more relaxed, softer, heavier. And you are now totally filled with that peaceful, healing, wisdom-filled light from the universe, and totally grounded and connected to Mother Earth. And now in this beautiful space of relaxation, I want you to imagine a protective, loving bubble of light all around you. Imagine yourself floating, reclining, sitting, standing, relaxing in this protective, loving bubble of light. Good. Only truth and love can penetrate this bubble as you go deeper and deeper relaxed. As you relax here in this bubble of light, imagine the light of your soul coming from the center of your being, growing bigger and brighter until it fills you and fills the space around you in this protective, loving bubble of light. Good. Relaxing here, bathed in the light of your soul, bathed in the light of the universe, throughout this entire session and any time in the future you want to have this feeling, you can just simply imagine this bubble of light all around you. In this light of your soul, with the power of your mind, I want you to imagine this light of your soul reaching out beyond this protective, loving bubble of light. You remain relaxed in this protective, loving bubble of light, and the light of your soul reaches out, bringing a subtle sense of peace and joy and abundance to yourself and to those around you. As the light of your soul reaches out and touches the people in your neighborhood and your country and the continent and the globe, expanding the light of your soul out all the way into the universe, to the farthest corners, the deepest, blackest holes, sharing your love, your light, your abundance with all those around you. And you are now one with all the energies around you and all the energy that is you. And this light begins to take shape. It's taking the shape of a special place. And maybe you see some mountains or some water. Maybe you feel like you're inside or underneath a roof. Imagine yourself near or in nature, allowing this light to take shape, knowing you've been here before. You see a path to the side of you, and you begin to move down that path now, moving down this path, noting the beauty of this place, seeing the joy and the wonder here. In the distance, you see a building begin to take shape. And as you move closer, you know that this is the hall of knowledge. You know that this is where you want to be. You see that large marble staircase leading up to a landing with giant marble pillars. Before you climb these steps to get to the door, you know that with each step higher and higher, closer to the door, you'll begin to feel more and more peaceful and calm. I'm going to count from 1 to 5. When I get to 5, you'll be on top of the landing, feeling totally calm, totally peaceful. 1, moving effortlessly up the stairs. 2, 3, more calm and peaceful now. 4, and 5, at the top of the stairs on the landing, feeling totally calm, totally peaceful. As you've done before, you walk across this landing toward the door. As you do, you reach out, skim the marble pillar beside you, and you feel its cool, smooth texture on your fingertips. At the door now, you open the door and see again inside this beautiful, inviting hall of knowledge. More beautiful than you remember. You begin to feel more and more at home here. You move through the hall of knowledge And you begin moving down one hallway in particular to your personal room. At the end of this hallway, you see a woman standing there in long white robes to the floor. She waves you over, and you feel so loved and welcomed. She brings you into your room, your personal room in the Akashics, your personal room in this hall of knowledge. You look at the woman who's smiling with loving and caring eyes, and she leaves you for a bit. This is your room. Allow any memories of this to come in. And if they don't, that's okay. Regardless of what you know about this room, this is your room and holds all the knowledge that ever was, is, or will be. This knowledge that's relevant to you, your soul, your life, your lives. Knowing this, more and more details of this room come into focus. You begin to move around the perimeter of the room, noting all the different things, colors, shapes, tools, textures. Moving around the room, you may even see things that you don't even know what it's used for. Continuing to observe the room, you notice any angles of the walls, any colors, maybe the way the light comes in from the windows, other sources of light. There's no wrong answer here, no need to analyze right now. Just simply observe. Be curious, observe, and know that you'll remember. As you observe this room, again, you notice different areas for you to relax. So you choose one of these places now. Moving over there, settling in, getting comfortable now. As you continue to settle in, you feel so at peace here. It's almost an overwhelming feeling, being so held and so free, protected and connected to the greater force behind our lives. Everything about this space is warm and inviting and unique to you. Just be in this space now. Maybe you feel yourself relaxing with your eyes closed, or relaxed and observing your surroundings in this room. Either way, just be here. Relaxing here now, feeling yourself in this space. You can maybe even feel the energy or almost the personality of this room. Know that all of your time here is filled with love and healing, and energetic renewal to your cells. Know that the more often you visit this room, the easier it is to access any information, any peace or healing from this realm. And now that you're in this totally relaxed space, with your subconscious mind more and more attentive and relaxed right along with you. Good. In this space, you'll hear messages that will be deeply and firmly planted in your subconscious mind if you choose to allow it. And you can allow it by simply noticing anything that comes into your awareness as my words continue. Noticing and appreciating any images, impressions, sensations, emotions, anything that comes in response to the story and the experience. Just simply follow my words and allow this experience to unfold into the experience that will serve you in the highest and best way. I'm going to ask some questions exploring the realm of spirit guides. And as I ask these questions, I'm directing these questions at your spirit guides, at any other enlightened beings around us with our highest and greatest good in mind, sharing wisdom and answers. As I ask these questions, just observe what comes to mind. It might be where the answer is coming from in this room, what the answer is, who's delivering it, how it feels when it lands. This experience is completely unique to you, and your role is just simply observe, and you'll remember. And so our first question for the enlightened beings around us is, what is a spirit guide? Allow any answers, insights, wisdom. Allow any of that to come in. What is a spirit guide? And maybe acknowledging any information that comes in around the roles, duties, relationship with humans. I'm going to be quiet for a few moments here and just allow any answers to come in. What is a spirit guide? Good. Observe and remember. Where do spirit guides come from? Our second question, where do spirit guides come from? Different realms, dimensions, planets, something else? Where do spirit guides come from? Simply observe and remember. Just observing, knowing that you'll remember. Where do spirit guides come from? And maybe your spirit guides could share some information about where they come from, your spirit guides in particular. Just observe, knowing that you'll remember, and we'll analyze it later. Just relaxing here in this rejuvenating energy. And our next question, are spirit guides evolving like us, or our understanding of how we're evolving? Are they a part of the evolution? Will we be spirit guides someday? What is the evolution of a spirit guide? Just simply observe and remember. Are spirit guides evolving like us? Will we be spirit guides someday? What is a spirit guide's evolution? Just observe and remember. And our next question, how are aliens or extraterrestrials related to spirit guides? Can they be spirit guides? Are they spirit guides? How are aliens related to spirit guides? Just observe and remember. Our next question, how can we best connect with spirit guides? How do we best connect with our spirit guides? And now this might be wisdom shared with you about connection with our guides in general, or your specific connection to your guides. Whatever you need, you'll get. Just observe and you'll remember. How do you best connect with your guides? When do your guides say this connection is the strongest between you? Good. And our next question, for your guides, your particular spirit guides, are there any other things that we can know about them? Names that haven't been shared, roles, other characteristics that were previously unknown? What else can you know about your spirit guides? Observe and remember. What else can you know about your spirit guides? And are there any spirit guides who you have not previously met who would like to step forward? And just allowing any more information to come in about any of your spirit guides. In our next question, when it comes to the wisdom, the insights, the guidance that we've gotten today, who gave you this information? And what is their role here in the Akashics, in the Hall of Knowledge? Or their role in your life? Who has given you this information today? In our last question, is there anything else to know about anything in your life before moving on? So just allow any sort of random insights, wisdom, guidance to come in. It might be an answer you are consciously looking for, a new perspective on a problem. It could be a symbol. It could be something or a way to be or embody as you move through a life transition. What else do you need to know before we move on from this space? Just observe and remember. Relaxing here and just allowing any additional wisdom, impressions, sensations to come in. As you relax here, just relax and listen to my words. Every day I discover more and more about myself that I love. I see more and more of the universe's magic at work in my life and inside my body, mind, and soul. Every day I feel more aligned, more at ease, more connected with the divine. There's a solid alignment between my mind, heart, and soul in the actions I take. Every day now, I will know more and more about myself, my soul's true desires. Every day, I understand and feel even more that I am my ultimate home and safe space. Because of this strong foundation, I feel lighter, brighter, like the shiniest version of my soul. Now, before we move away from this room, let's send love and gratitude to our spirit teams. And maybe this is just a thought that you send their way. Maybe you can see yourself giving them a hug and saying goodbye, telling them thank you, sharing this love and gratitude, knowing that we're always close. And as we begin now to leave this higher realm of your soul and your special place in the Hall of Knowledge, remember this loving world is always with you. Everything you've experienced, all of your thoughts, memories, insights, they'll be retained to help and empower you in the rest of your life. Your immortal self is journeying back to your human self, joining as a single unit as we now return back through space and time into the present moment. As we journey back, you find yourself moving through a healing mist. And maybe you imagine this healing mist as a specific sensation, warm, cool, refreshing, comforting. Maybe it's a color or mix of colors. Maybe you feel it as a tingle on your body. Moving through this healing mist now, knowing that any trapped emotions from your soul's history or your ancestral line is being eased or released now for all space and time, forever and always. Every day now, more and more, you feel free and grounded in exactly who you are, compassionate to yourself and those around you. Now begin to take a couple deep breaths, just bringing in more oxygen. I'm going to count from 8 to 1. And when I say 1, you'll be totally back in your physical body, totally balanced. 8, remembering everything you experienced here. 7, effortlessly carrying the lessons, insights, wisdom with you. 6, feeling renewed, feeling wonderful. 5, more aware now of the room. 4, feeling the softness around you. 3, feeling sensation in your fingers and toes. 2, feeling more in your body. And 1, wide awake, alert, feeling totally peaceful and balanced.